Hello everyone. So this is going to be the start of a new format for my videos. Before I try to balance sounding professional between and basically doing it comfortably for myself, but I'm going to try and do these more comfortably for myself. So maybe they will be better and free-flowing more than sometimes my videos tend to be a bit stuffy, I've found, and I want to come across as well as less stuffy, to be honest. So today what we're going to talk about is the kill team situation. Now I've been lucky enough to have some looks at some of the rules and the companion book. Now I didn't get a copy, but I've been able to look at some of the rules and some of the contents of this box and the two books that you basically get with it, the companion book and the rule book. So there are some other videos out there explaining what's happening with them and why it's such a drastic change from the original kill team, but this is just my opinion and let's go from there. Alright, so should we talk about the original kill team or the kill team before this one? Kill team was a little skirmish game in between Necromunda and Warhammer 40,000 battles. It enabled you to make a small force that could go through missions or games that were sometimes narrative and sometimes not. And you could choose basically anything. You could choose commanders and a lot of stuff that you could choose. However, that's all changing with the new kill team, and if you've made a kill team force, you're going to run into some issues. Okay, so let's break down the main problem of the issues. Unless you're using the two forces out of the Octarius box, you are going to have basically a bad time. You are allowed to take up to 2 fire teams in some races, and I believe it's up to 3 or 4 on some others. Now, while I've only had a quick look, I have been able to grasp a lot of what's going on with it and what a lot is wrong with it. So, if you're going to get the box Octarius with the 2 teams, Krieg, which I think are called Veterans Guardsmen, and Ork Commandos, which of course are Ork Commandos, not Orks and not Imperial Guard / Astra Militarum. I don't know why they renamed it, but okay. Well, copyright reasons, obviously. So, right. First of all, let's look at the rulebook. The rulebook is much thinner than its original counterpart, and it contains a lot less content for what you're going to get. The rulebook changes the way the game works with the whole triangles, squares, circles. It changes inches into shapes. While that's fine if you've got the little gauge that you need for that, if you don't, you're going to have to pencil in on every section where it mentions a circle or a triangle or etc. the various different move lengths or range lengths or whatever the lengths that they're going to use for it. Blast range, whatever. That's the first thing that you're going to say coming into problems if you don't buy the Octarius box or don't have one of those gauges. The second thing is the core book only contains rules for 2 forces, the Orks and the Veteran Guardsmen, so the Commandos and the Krieg. That's it. If you want rules for the other teams, and that's where I'll come on to the second part, you're going to need the second book. So this is what's wrong with the second book. It's very light. It is basically the same as 8th edition Warhammer 40,000 when they gave you the indexes that were basically base stats, base rules. That's it. No fluff. No ability to play beyond bare bones material. That's what the companion book is. Now, I know a few people have put videos out there about the problems with kill team, and while I'm majorly someone who invested time in Necromunda, kill team was always something I had looked at in the past and thought maybe it's a cool experience to have one day. However, with the new format, with them releasing boxes, sometimes 2 or 3 a quarter, yeah, and it's gonna be the same kind of cast and style of every time. That's what I've been told anyway. it's only going to include 2 forces. So every time it's going to have those 2 forces, and it's going to take over the rules from that companion book. So it's going to take a long time to go through the various armies, changing the kill teams into specific forces kill teams. For example, veteran guardsmen and commandos for the orks. Veteran guardsmen for Astra Militarum, of course. Right, so that's the main problems with kill team at the moment. Going from that, they have made a lot of boxes of Octarius. However, if you don't want the, those 2 teams, if you don't want the terrain, and you just want to play kill team with the forces that you've got from the previous edition, stick with that edition. That's my personal opinion. That's everything that I'm going to say about the subject. When I'm able to look at the books more. Now, I want to add one tiny thing on this. Narrative play now in Kill Team is far better than it was in the previous books. I'm going to give it that. That's the last, that's a piece of good news to leave on, and I think, yeah, that's it. That's where I'm going to stop now. So, thank you all for your time. Do take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.